Tesla is reportedly delaying the unveiling of its Robotaxi to October from August. That's sending Tesla shares down 6% today and shares of Uber in the opposite direction by nearly as much. Deirdre Bosa has more in today's Tech Check. Deirdre?
Kelly, I mean, that chart says it all, right? The reports not just impacting Tesla, but the rideshare companies. You mentioned Uber, Lyft also popping on that headline. They've been very volatile around Tesla's Robotaxi announcements. Investors concerned that their existing rideshare networks could be threatened by Musk's ambitions. A potential delay in that event puts Tesla as a new entrant further out and does throw some cold water on Musk's characteristically ambitious claims. An underappreciated threat, though, may actually be Waymo. That's the Google self-driving subsidiary. It opened up to the public here in San Francisco just a few weeks ago, and it's running on its own rideshare network, delivering tens of thousands of weekly trips. I spoke to an investor recently who's short Uber because he thinks that Waymo could eat into its market share in places like San Francisco and LA, and that could spook investors. Aside from robotaxis, though, there's other issues weighing on the rideshare complex. Yesterday, Uber and Lyft were lower as Massachusetts pushes ahead with a ballot question that would give gig economy drivers the right to form a union, which again, Kelly, underlines that regulatory risk around human drivers that are categorized as independent contractors in the gig economy. That is, of course, the bull case for robotaxis. They would eliminate that risk factor. It may just take longer to get there for Tesla, at least.
All right, we'll see if the delay is worth the wait as we now turn our attention to October. Deirdre, thanks.
All right, guys, this is the part of the video where I'm going to break down the stocks that were mentioned in the CNBC clip. Today was all about Tesla, and man, did it have a major sell-off day, guys. From the very high to the very low of the day was almost around 11.7%. That is crazy for one day. Now, fortunately enough, I was watching it this morning and I was able to sell my position around 266. I saw that the last 2 days had topping candles and that this day was going to turn into a red day. So I decided to liquidate my position, guys. And normally I'm not a trader, but after a move 60+%, guys, in the last couple weeks, and then it's showing you topping signs, you have to get out and take that money and run. And man, was that a good call, because look, it's already sold off almost 10% from where I got out. I will be looking to add back. I want to be in Tesla for the long term. Where we stand right now after a massive 60% run and then a 10% initial sell-off day, we should have some follow-through days, a couple more sell-off days, just a little bit more fear and panic, because just it takes more time to digest how much of a move that was. And people are going to get scared overnight and want to sell even more. So I wouldn't be surprised if Tesla even makes its way back to this 2-year descending trend line and makes it a support, uses it as support, and then bounces higher. So we could be coming all the way back down to 230, 220, 210. It depends how long it takes to get there, guys. But this rate, we're on the way back fast. We also have some gaps to close, which is not looking good. Means we could come back even farther to close those gaps. But guys, I'm very bullish Tesla. I wish they didn't delay this Robotaxi event and hype it up so big that they were for sure going to do it in August 8th. And now we're doing it in October. This is what happens when you fool the people. We're still up right now in terms of the move. We were up 60+% and we're only down 11, so we're still positive on the move. We'll see where it ends. Hopefully people aren't too upset and lost all confidence and we retrace this entire move. That would be something in history. On to Uber stock. Uber is jumping today because they are directly correlated to robotaxis. If Tesla unveils robotaxis that don't need drivers and can come and take all of Uber and Lyft's business, and they don't have to pay employees to drive the cars to then get the profit from, these businesses are going to be hurt majorly. But since the news is that they're being delayed, look at that. It's a huge up day. Uber's having a +6% day, while Tesla's having a -8.4% day. Tesla also pushed up around 3% before it started selling off. So not only is it down 8.4%, it's down that 3% also that it came from initially in the morning. Uber chart is looking pretty healthy though. It's holding this 45-day moving average very nicely, made it support, and now we're breaking up to the upside. It's looking very bullish. Lyft is not looking anywhere near as good. Here's that 45-day moving average. Once we broke it, we kind of started making it resistance, and now we can't seem to get back above it. Now we're way under it. As of right now, we seem to be making a sideways consolidation. We did come back and fill this huge gap from back in time. We're under the 200-day. We're under the 45-day. The business model is in jeopardy. Guys, I'm not sure this is a stock you want to be invested in. These are just my thoughts and opinions. I hope you enjoyed the video and the breakdowns. If you did, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.